And our third main topic today gets submitted to us by W.H. Timmons, who writes, "Hey, John and Rob. Disney Plus is pretty much batting 1,000 with 2 seasons of Mandalorian, WandaVision, and now Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I know you aren't super excited for Hawkeye. I am, but I wanted to know your thoughts on the new image of Jeremy Renner's more comic-accurate Hawkeye uniform. I think it looks fantastic. What are your opinions of it?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, of course, Disney Plus has been killing it. Mandalorian season 1 and 2. WandaVision was outstanding. I loved Falcon and Winter Soldier, particularly the second half of the season. They've just been on a roll. Now, one of the many, many projects they have coming, of course, they still have She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Loki, Moon Knight, Armor Wars, Ironheart, many, many more series to come. But one of those big ones is Hawkeye. And that they are either shooting now or they just completed shooting. I think they're still shooting it. Now, I have always loved, there's 2 characters in the Avengers that I've always loved, being Black Widow and Hawkeye, but never been interested in standalone projects from either of them. And here we are, we've got Black Widow coming and we've got the Hawkeye series coming. And one of the other big discussions that often goes around, Rob, is just debating about, costume looks. Should they look more like in the comic books? Should they not? Obviously, this Hawkeye, not really comic accurate kind of costume, but I thought Hawkeye always looked good. I thought Jeremy Renner's always looked good in the things. But they have now just released a look. At least Jeremy Renner got on social media and put out a look of his new thing, which if you've read the Hawkeye stuff, and I know John Schnepp was a huge fan of this iteration of Hawkeye, was a massive fan of it. So we have here Jeremy Renner putting out a shot from the set of Hawkeye in a uniform and costume that I'm not going to sit here and say is bang on from the comic, but is much closer to that comic adaptation of Hawkeye. I'll be honest with you. I still prefer Hawkeye in all black. I think he just looks badass in that all black leather, but this doesn't look bad. This actually looks pretty good to me. I mean, obviously, Jeremy's got himself in really good shape. You can just tell by looking at the dude. So he's got himself in really good shape. Rob, you've had a chance now to take a look at this image of Jeremy Renner sporting the more comic-accurate version of Hawkeye. What do you think about it? Does it work for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've really actually, from the get-go in Avengers, I've really liked all of the different iterations of Hawkeye's costume. Even the Nomad costume or the Ronin costume he had in Endgame, which makes a great hot toy. It's a great hot toy, I got to tell you. But I like this costume. I think it's still very Hawkeye-esque. I mean, I want to see all of it. Like, what does he look like when he's got his quiver on? But that looks, I mean, it looks functional. It looks kind of like the kind of thing that he would wear. And I really like it. I think it's neat. I think that I loved the costume, I call it a costume, the uniform they gave the Winter Soldier in the series. And of course, while I might have some quibbles with the final new Captain America costume, I like that too. And of course, WandaVision, when she has her more, it's interesting that they're moving more toward comic iterations, like Scarlet Witch looks like Scarlet Witch, and that was what we saw at the end of that series. So I find it pretty cool that they're pushing these characters more toward their comic iterations, which I'm there for. I think it's great. I mean, Scarlet Witch was always just kind of wearing clothes that the colors sort of were like Scarlet Witch colors, but now when they went full on Scarlet Witch, I'm like, yeah, bring it on. So I like this. I think it's going to be great.
I personally thought the Scarlet Witch look we got in the show was far superior than what we got in the comics. But by the way, some people are like, asking, well, who's the girl? That's Aliqua. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Aliqua Cox, who's playing the assassin character Echo. And there have been whispers, Rob, that they may actually be doing a spin-off series for this girl, for Echo herself. So it looks like maybe Echo and Hawkeye have been in a bit of a scrap. It looks like it. So I don't know which way they're going to go with that. Either way, I think the image looks pretty damn good. Question is for you guys. What do you think about the look of this new, more slightly comic book accurate Hawkeye outfit on Jeremy Renner there? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you not really care what it looks like? Jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.